From April 28th to May 5th, the Department of Defense will commemorate Holocaust Remembrance Week. My name is Stephen Weiss, and I am the Days of Remembrance Special Emphasis Program Manager for our District EO Office and direct descendant of victims of the Holocaust. The Israeli Parliament selected the 27th of Nisan of the Hebrew calendar as Yom HaShoah, which means Holocaust Remembrance Day, the main day of observance that also marks the anniversary of the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. This year it falls on May 2nd. The uprising was a violent revolt that occurred from April 19th to May 16, 1943, in which residents of the Jewish ghetto in Nazi-occupied Warsaw, Poland, staged the armed revolt to prevent deportations to Nazi-run extermination camps. It inspired other revolts throughout German-occupied Eastern Europe. The U.S. Congress established Days of Remembrance, dedicated to remembering the victims of the Holocaust and honoring its survivors and liberators. Each year, the Department of Defense has a different theme. This year's theme is Learning from the Holocaust Beyond Religious Boundaries. Between 1933 and 1945, the German government, led by Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party, carried out the persecution and murder of 6 million European Jews. The Nazi Party also persecuted and killed millions of other people it considered biologically, politically, ideologically, socially, and racially unfit. This year's poster depicts the alternating blue and white vertically striped cloth typical of the pattern used in the uniforms worn by many victims of the Holocaust. Situated in the background are the various symbols the Nazis used to identify the prisoners. The most prominent is the Yellow Jewish Star of David, worn by Jewish prisoners. Political prisoners wore red triangles or red triangles with letters if they were non-German, like P for Polish, F for French, and so on. Common criminals wore green and some camps brown. Jehovah's Witnesses wore purple and homosexuals wore pink. The purpose of the Department of Defense's Days of Remembrance and Holocaust Memorial Day is to remember the atrocities of the Third Reich in hopes that never again is a conscious and faithfully enforced promise. It is imperative that we need to be the voices of the victims who perished and the survivors who are no longer with us, to educate people today and the generations to come about this terrible time, so that never again will we allow these atrocities to happen in any society and culture, and to honor the memories of all the victims. Throughout the week, I will send you facts about the Holocaust, more information about this year's theme, and the Days of Remembrance. In Judaism, we say Zachor, which means remember. We need to remember, never forget, and not let others forget. Let us remember that the impossible and unthinkable happened and could happen again.